Every seller faces the same mystery. How do you crack the code to a winning ads budget? Well, without the right ad strategy, you're just throwing money away. And that's why I've enlisted two of the sharpest minds at Amazon Ads, Leslie Chong and Daniel Lai, co-founders of Scale Insights. Now, we know that not every method works for every brand. The key isn't just finding a strategy, it's refining the right strategy for your business. And that's exactly what we're here to do today. Let's crack this case. Well, it's time for the first clue. Let's see what's inside.
To make smart ad decisions, start by investigating your data. First, choose the right look-back period. A shorter period like 7 days would help to spot sudden changes, while a longer period like 60 days, 90 days would reveal a broader trend. For example, these are the stats for the last 30 days, where it has been observed there is 0 orders from these search terms.
But when we analyze the stats for the last 90 days, we can see that the same group of keywords have gathered more data. The keyword carpet pads now shows potential with 2 orders, which wasn't visible in the 30-day stats due to limited data. In this case, the seller can increase their bid to drive more traffic for this keyword.
Now, Leslie mentioned that sometimes we may find no or low sales on a specific keyword. As he said, that could be because you're being outbid, but it could also be that that keyword is a low volume but high relevance and highly converting keyword. So don't assume that this keyword isn't working for you. Remember that every high converting keyword counts. And now it's time for the second clue. Let's see what's in the next box.
Clue number 2. Master the art of bidding by using a tiered approach for bidding based on keyword performance.
We created a simple way to adjust bids based on keyword performance. If a keyword has a high conversion rate, around 20%, and a low A cost, increase your bids to secure top of search placement and boost your visibility and organic ranking. But if it's converting poorly, around 5% with a high A cost, gradually lower down your bids to avoid overspending while still capturing some sales.
Avoid these mistakes. Underbidding on strong keywords can cost you visibility, and overbidding on weak ones would waste money.
So let's approach this step by step. First, set your target A cost, then use this formula to calculate your bid. So the optimum bid will be revenue per click times target A cost.
To make it clearer, let's break it down. If your product is selling for $20 and your target A cost is 30%, you are willing to spend 30% of $20 to make a sale here.
That means you can spend up to $6 per sale on ads. Now let's factor in your conversion rate. You get 10 orders from 50 clicks, your conversion rate is 20%. So if you're willing to spend $6 per sale and your conversion rate is 20%, your max bid per click is $1.20.
Wow, I wish I'd had such a great formula to use as a framework when I started learning my own PPC for my own brands. Now, I do also want to mention just a couple of other thoughts. First, remember that every seller strategy could vary a little bit. So for example, if you have a huge profit margin, you could afford to raise your A cost beyond the exact formula that Leslie and Daniel just shared. Also, remember that any successful ad strategy requires regular analysis and adjustment. A keyword that's too competitive for your strategy this month might be very affordable if your competitors change their bid strategy the next month. A great PPC strategy is not a set it and forget it approach. And now it's time for the last clue. Let's see what's in the third box.
Our third and final clue: control your budget through single keyword campaigns, placements, and negative keywords.
For better budget control, use single keyword campaigns or SKCs in short. This gives each high-performing keyword its own budget to prevent your best keywords from competing with each other.
Yes, grouping keywords can limit exposure. If one dominates, others suffer. Separate them into individual SKC for better performance here.
Now let's talk about placements. Boost top of search TOS placements for high-performing SKCs. Ads here get more clicks and can potentially improve organic ranking over time.
But don't overdo it. Raising top of search too much while lowering base bid might stop winning the placements altogether. Track performance and adjust smartly.
Also, defend your product pages. If product page cost per clicks are low, competitors will actually take over. One seller targeted his own ASIN but actually lost placement due to low CPCs.
They then increased their product page placement modifier to 120% and adjusted the bids to match the higher top of search, rest of search CPC to maintain traffic and stronger placement on their product page.
The strategy is simple. Boost top of search for high-performing SKCs, protect product pages and track performance to avoid wasted spend.
Yep. Another key tactic for better ad performance is to negative keywords. Keeping them updated will help you avoid wasting money on irrelevant searches. So your budget stay focused on the right audience. Without them, you could be paying up for low intent clicks. Check your search term reports. If you spot words like cheap or free that are not converting, just exclude them.
Exactly. Excluding low converting terms keeps your budget focused on high quality traffic and ensure your ads reach high intent buyers, boosting conversions.
Wow, such great info, and I'm so happy that we enlisted some real pros to help guide us. Now, I do want to say that I speak to a lot of sellers, small and large. And sometimes everybody might feel a little bit overwhelmed or confused by some of these strategy points. My advice is to always think of every piece of the overall strategy as a separate small step. If you're new to the ads console and just starting out, maybe you can start with simple exact match single keyword campaigns. Then, once you've had some practice, add some negative keyword campaigns. Then start adding more advanced campaign types. Just learn a small piece at a time and not try to overwhelm yourself with too many things at once. Well, we've solved the case.
To recap, you'll get 7 days, 30 days, and 90 days data to succeed.
Track keyword performance in terms of rankability and profitability. Apply a tiered bidding strategy for different keyword categories and use placement modifiers to boost rankings and protect your listing from competitors.
All right, so before we wrap this up, I want to also share some of my own personal experience with ads. When I started selling on Amazon, I was a bit fearful to spend those ad dollars, or to use more advanced ads features, or to experiment with different keywords or ad types. I was a bit timid, and that actually slowed my growth potential at first. And that was many years ago. Now we have much more access to insights, effective strategies that can be customized for specific brands and categories, and powerful features with AI and the Amazon Marketing Cloud. Well, the evidence is clear. By combining all of these tips, now you can crack the case and have a more effective ads campaign strategy this year for your business. And with all of these tips now in your hands to help you run your business more effectively, it's safe to say that this mystery is solved. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts.